Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. I'm here at Mtk Marbella and I've just ran into Jono Carroll. How are you, sir?
Great,
Good?
not well. Family's good, boxing's going really well, body's feeling good, so yeah, happy in camp. I'm just at the starting camp, but like everyone knows, I'm always in and around the gym, so like last week was my first week down 2 times a day and the body is feeling it, but I feel fit already. I feel like ready to go already, you know what I mean? I'm just looking forward to getting my next date.
Well, you're saying your body's killing. I've been here 2 days. I went for a run yesterday, done some bag work last night with the guys, and that's my body's caved in already, and that's only 1 day for me, so
it's the heat.
fair play to you.
I think the heat gets to everyone over here, you know,
does.
like I done a session there a minute ago, 2.5 kilo I lost in just water, you know what I mean, like the amount of fluids I'm losing in one session, it's just crazy, yeah.
We talked about waiting for your next date. Is there anything lined up in terms of
I have
when?
2 dates lined up but not confirmed yet, so there's no point in me saying, yeah, I'm going to fight
yeah.
on this date or that date, because it's 2 different dates and one of them's the States, one of them is maybe England, so I'm not sure. It's a coin toss really. It's whatever match will get me on, you know.
Good stuff. Well, I wanted to go back to March when you fought Tevin Farmer, when you fought for the world title there. You obviously spoke with Coogan out there as well, stuff like that, but have you watched it back of late, and how do you reflect and how do you assess your performance now to today?
Albert makes us watch it back every single fight, even the Declan Garrity fight, the French fellas fight. We always watch fights back and see what I've done wrong and what I've done right. And even from the last 3 fights that I've had with Albert, I've come on every single fight. You know, I didn't have a great training camp against the French fella. My body was just, I was in the gym too much. I didn't take enough of a break. My body was breaking down. I wasn't able to do the rounds that I wanted to sparring. But for the Tevin Farmer fight, I had a really good camp. Do you know what? I think he just beat me on experience, mainly just experience. Those things that I'm practicing now, like power for one, obviously, more shifting my weight from one leg to the other and twisting the body in the performance. I knew I had to knock him out or I had to outwork him. So from the 4th round on or whatever, I knew, right, the knockout isn't coming here, so let's just try outwork him and out hustle him. So that's what we tried to do. Threw a lot of punches, worked really hard. I always knew my fitness was there. I always knew I could go to the end, you know. So I never held back. I just gave it me all, and all you can do, all as a man can do for himself is do his best. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I felt like I'd done that. But
you did get a lot of praise from folks saying that you box well and whatnot, but
listen, I get a lot of praise.
Does that mean anything to you because you didn't win the world title, so does it mean anything?
Do you know what? It's good and it's bad, you know what I mean? It's great that people are giving me praise and they're like, oh, you have a heart of a lion, but that's telling me something I already knew I had.
Yeah.
You know, it's just proving to other people maybe who didn't know or didn't believe it in the first place. But for me, man, I want that world title. It's like, don't congratulate me on a loss. I don't want to be congratulated on a loss. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm better than that. I feel like I can win a world title. I completely believe I will win a world title. It's only a matter of when, you know what I mean? I think my experience is the only thing that let me down in that fight. And the cut as well rushed it a little bit. You know, I got the cut very early on in the fight, and because the cut was so deep, Albert told me, right, we need to put the foot down. The thing is, when you're boxing against a counter puncher, you put the foot down, you come forward, you commit first. He's a good counter puncher. He's slippery, so we almost played into his hands. You know what I mean? And then once I took the tempo up that level, it was very hard to take it back down, because I find as a boxer, it's like if I see someone taking the level back down, it's like, oh, is he getting tired? Is he fading? So then that'll spur me on a little bit more. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to keep the momentum going and going and going. And then I punched myself out a little bit. And it wasn't even that I punched myself, because I was still fit as a fiddle. But I didn't have that snap. I didn't have that punch. It was more just arm punches, because when I was leaning into the punches, when I was trying to put my weight into the punches, he was just slippery. He was just out of range. I'd just gone. Whereas if I just kept throwing arm punches, I was still catching them with every shot. Like my hand was smashed up after, and that's just a testament to I landed so many punches. So it's not like he can't be hit. You know what I mean? I hit him so many times. I caught him with a lot of shots. An awful lot of shots I caught him with. My hands were smashed up the next day. You know what I mean? The worst one I've ever had. My hands have never been as sore in my life. So, like I say, it's only a matter of when. That was an amazing experience for me. It was a really, really good experience for you. And I think I learned so much, and I'll bring a lot extra to my game in the next fight, you know?
I mean, you're in a very, very good division. There's some good champions, Javante Davis and all that sort of stuff, but he's struggling for a fight. Well, he's not struggling for a fight, but he doesn't seem to get that name. And you've built yourself up a little bit now. You've fought for a world title. you're big in Ireland and the UK and whatnot. Would you entertain that fight with Javante if that was offered to you?
Listen, I will entertain any single fight that MTK put me against. Because for me, as a fighter, I don't believe that it's our job to say, I want to fight him and I don't want to fight him. When I was a kid, my dad used to always say to me, if you're not going to be number one, then don't box at all. There's no point in boxing, because it's not like football. You get tired and you can pass the ball and you take a little breather or whatever. It's not like that. If you're not number one, there's no point in wanting to be in this sport. Like, and it almost annoys me when some people are like, oh, I don't want to fight him, but I'll give me a little bit less and I'll fight this journeyman. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that. It's not what the type of fighter I want to be. For me, when I finish my career and it's all said and done, I want to sit back and say, I fought everybody. I gave it my go. I took risks. There's no point in being in boxing if you're not going to take risks. And most of the risks that I've taken has paid off. Now, you could say maybe not for the world title, but at the same time it has, because I don't look at that as a loss, because I've learned and gained so much knowledge from that fight that I don't necessarily look at it as a loss, because
it's a lesson to see.
It's a lesson. Like, you live and you learn. And for me, boxing is about testing yourself. It's the whole reason why we're in this sport, and entertainment. You have to entertain the crowd, and like, you can't say that fight wasn't an entertaining fight. Dragged them into a dog fight and we went toe to toe for ages, you know. So for me, I just want to be the most exciting fighter I can be, fight everybody in the division, and know at the end of the day when I retire that I couldn't have done any more. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be fighting journeymen. I don't want to be fighting people who basically I know I can beat, because it doesn't get me up for the fight.
So do you think that now that you've tasted that world title sort of challenge as well, that's it, you're at that level, you're not dropping back down to fight the Canadian fella, it was the French fella you fought last time, and going back to like an all-Irish clash with like Declan or anything like that? You believe that you're now at that level, you want a top 10, top 15, top 20 fighter, so to speak?
100%. Like, the thing is, like I said before, I'll fight anyone MTK puts me against, because it's not my job as a boxer to say I want to fight him, I want to fight him. I just fight whoever the team think who want me to fight, basically, wherever, because it's their job to kind of lead me in the best direction. So, like, you know yourself, most boxers, they're not the most educated people, so it's not like we're going to be picking all the smartest choices for the best future fights or whatever. I want people that are good in the division, because I want my name to be bigger. But at the same time, I think I want to end up in hospital the last two fights. I don't want to end up in hospital for none. I have a baby, I have a family, you know what I mean? But I'm not saying that I'll turn down any fight. If they say I want you to fight one today, just tomorrow, I'll fight them tomorrow. I don't even need to be fit, I'll fight them tomorrow, no problem. Right? For me, it's just like, get in there, do your best, and be proud of what you've accomplished in this boxing. So MTK are the best going, you know what I mean? Like, I cannot fault them for one thing that they have done since I've joined MTK. So they've guided my career perfectly. Look where I was when I started with them, and look where I am right now.
I was at Belfast for the Garrity fight.
Yeah.
You went from then 2 fights later, you're at world title.
Yeah, it's amazing. So for me, I've 100% trust in them. So like I said, whatever they decide, whatever route they kind of want to take, I'm more than happy to take. You know what I mean? Whether it's another really hard fight, or whether it's get me back in a fight to get me back up the rankings, maybe in another belt or another. I don't care. You know, I really don't care. I don't care who I fight. I don't care when I fight. It's like, give me a date, I'll be ready for that date. No problem.
Thumbs up, I'm out of there.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I suppose my question is there. You say that you let MTK and sort of match them deal with your thing, but if you've got, as a fighter, you've got to look at the rankings and think, right, Tim Farmer lost against him, right, you know what, I think I can beat that guy. Is there anyone in particular, when you look at the rankings, you think, I've got his number? Sort of
Not really, because the thing is, let's say, just for an example, right, I look at Javante and say, I want to fight him. Like, he could be knocked off that pedestal tomorrow. Same with Tim Farmer. The way belts are exchanged in this division, because it's such a hot division right now, that I could be looking at someone and have a goal and say, I want to beat him, but then the next fight he fights, he could lose that. And then someone else and things. So for me, I don't really look at that. I
suppose we've seen that with Joshua.
With Joshua, exactly, perfect example. For me, I just try to be the best fighter I can be, and I don't care who I fight on the night, as long as I give it a good performance. You know what I mean? I actually don't necessarily care whether I win, lose or draw, as long as I make myself proud and I didn't cut corners in training camp, and I give it 100% in there. Now, if I give it 90% in there and it's a close fight, whatever, I'll be devastated. You know, I was more devastated with that French fight with the draw than I was losing with Tevin Farmer, because my camp went really well with Tevin and I gave it 100%, whereas I made the weight really bad with the French fella, my camp went really shitty, and because the camp went bad, my weight wasn't correct, because I had certain little injuries and certain little things going on. So that annoyed me more, the draw, than the loss,
Yeah.
because it wasn't me 100% in there. And the thing is, when you're sitting back watching a fight or whatever, you just see the final fight, you know what I mean? You don't see all the things that go on in the background, you just see the little niggles and the injuries and whatever else. But like, I'm not messing. I remember lying on the floor and I've been like out of the hot bath, and I'm thinking, if I'm not hitting this weight right now, I'm not getting back in that back. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this weight. I don't give a fuck. And it was simply because I had other things going wrong in the camp, that I couldn't make the weight. I couldn't train correctly. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. You know, my Achilles was killing me, so I was swimming a lot rather than doing my road work. You know, and you're not sweating as much. You're not losing as much weight and all that sort of stuff. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? But like I say, if I give it 100% in that ring and I'm proud of what I've done, then I don't even care about the outcome. Obviously you do when it's like your money goes up or down or whatever. That matters. But that's just business. You know what I mean? And I understand boxing is a business at the end of the day, so I know how the business works at this stage.
Well, you certainly play your part, because when it comes to press conferences and Instagram stories and all that sort of stuff, you really get involved in it. I mean, like out in Philly, you were enjoying. I mean, I've never seen someone so happy to be out in Philly.
It's great.
Fight night. You know, you really enjoyed it. So
do you know what? It's like people rush their career, people rush all those things, and maybe they're nervous when they're on stage and whatever. But I bet you any money, them people that were like, say, shy, for an example, if you're on the stage or whatever, and you don't say the things that you want to say, I'd say when their career's all gone and finished, it's like, why didn't I say this? And why didn't I just have a bit more fun with it? Why didn't I enjoy it a bit more? Why was I kind of starstruck or whatever it may be? Like, I'm just trying to enjoy the whole journey, not just the destination. I know I'm going to be a world champion sooner or later. That's like taken as a given. For me, it's like, it's already there. It's a goal. I'm going to make it happen, you know? But I just try and enjoy the whole journey. You know, the destination. It's not all just about the destination for me. I'm enjoying my career, and I actually like winding people up, because it makes me train harder. Because I'm thinking, I'm gonna get so under his skin, and he's gonna want to punch my head in.
You've done that with every fight.
Yeah, every fight. I love it. And the French fella, I couldn't, so I didn't even get myself up for that fight, because I was like, he doesn't even fucking speak English. This is hard to wind him up. You know what I mean? I couldn't even. So I just had to respect him, like, be nice as a boy, because if someone's not having the banter back with me, like, I'm not a bully. I won't slag someone if they're not even having the back. But lucky enough for me, a lot of people that I'm kind of slagging, they can take it and give it as well. So it's a bit of banter, it's a bit of crack, and half of the time, like I said, it's an entertainment business.
Well, the thing is with Tevin and Farmer as well, like, you were going back and forth before the fight. After the fight, he took you for the cheese stick.
It's great, yeah. He texted me yesterday. I literally texted him on Instagram yesterday. Yeah, like we were texting yesterday. So the thing is, now I have like a friend for life there. If he ever needs a sparring partner, I'll be over, no problem. Yeah. Like, I enjoy winding people up like that. But like, the typical thing is, if you're from Dublin, if you're from Ireland or whatever, your best mate gets the worst slagging out of every single person. It's the same at most places, you know what I mean? Like Ireland, England, we're all very similar. It's like your best mate's are the one that gets slagged the worst. Yeah. So it's like we have that bit of banter at the start, and I genuinely try dislike someone before I fight them, because it gets me in the mindset like, I want to smash his head in. You know what I mean? That is genuinely the way. So I kind of slag him, get under his skin, not to really go under his skin to get into his head. It's more to psych myself up. For yourself, It's more to boost myself and be like, I'm not annoying him so much. He want to take my head off. I'm probably fucking ready when he comes for me. You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. And I try to have fun with it. And like,
certainly do.
A lot of people enjoy that as well. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not trying to be this bleeding person who stands out and just I'm not an ignorant person, so I just try to have fun with it and have the banter with it, and I believe we do that. And a lot of the time after the fight, when you sit back and you have respect for someone, then you're like, do you know what, it was a great build up, it was a great fight, respect, because 2 years out of getting in there, risking years of life, putting it all on the line,
exactly,
entertaining the crowd, like, you're basically getting paid to entertain the crowd. My dad also, when I was young, used to say, you need to put bums on seats. That's what the boxing is all about. It doesn't matter if you have serious talent, if you can't put bums on seats, like Rigondo is a perfect example. Exactly, you're not getting the big fight. Well, he did get a few big fights because he was so talented, but I mean, he's not getting the mega money as like the likes of Lomachenko or the likes of certain people like that, you know, because you need to put bums on seats, you need to be exciting. So I try to do it inside and outside of the ring, and like, there's so many amazing talented boxers out there that you almost need to do something to stand out these days. And I try to do that, like a little bit, not too much. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like walking around the road and people pulling at me and for pictures and this, that, and the other. Like, I don't mind being a superstar. If that's what it's coming. I'll be delighted. You know what I mean? It's great. But at the same time, I love that quiet family life that I'm spending over here in Spain, and it's nice being over here because I'm away from everything. I don't be getting pulled left, right, and centre. Whereas when me and the missus go home, a lot of times you can't even go to the shop just to get like bread and milk, you know what I mean? You're fucking half an hour in the shop just to get one or two things. So people like from my past that I know, John, let's get a quick picture. Anything for the Instagram, you know what I mean? They just want a few likes or whatever.
I'll get a picture after this.
But it's crazy back home a little bit, but it's nice quiet life over here, so I'm enjoying it, you know what I mean?
Well, I suppose that's what my next question was going to be, is like, how are you finding it out at MTK Marbella? I mean, the gym is lovely, everything you need's in here. I mean, looks like there's a ton of spawn, they've got some good amateurs as well. You've got guys coming over all the time. I mean, Danny Vaughan and his camps here, so I mean, how are you finding it? I mean, I've been here for 2 days and I'm loving it.
Love it, mate. I came over for, my miss was pregnant when we first originally came over, and we were here for 3 months before we had the baby, and the plan was we were always going to go back to have the baby whether we wanted to stay or not. And the minute we come over, I think we were over about a week maybe, and we're just seeing how friendly everyone was at MTK. I got friends here now for life, you know. I don't believe I'll ever go home. I'm in the middle of trying to look for a property over here, you know. Like I want to live over here. I don't want to ever kind of go home. And it just
speak Spanish yet?
A little bit, a small bit, yeah. But the baby, I have a 2.5-year-old over here, and when she's singing Spanish songs, she's like completely like 1 to 10 in Spanish, no problem. You know what I mean? It's incredible, and it's going to be great for her because she's just going to be fluent in English and Spanish. You know what I mean? So it's impressive. But I just think the lifestyle that I live over here is a million times better than the lifestyle that I could possibly live in Ireland. So I just think it's better for my family, for my training, my mental health, everything. I just think it's better here. It's more chilled out, more relaxed, and a lot better for the family and the baby more so than anything else. You know, the value of life for the baby. Like,
she wouldn't have an Irish accent and all that stuff.
Oh, she'll have an Irish accent. She speaks exactly like me. Some of the words she says is exactly like me. I'm like, oh my god, she's picking it up really strong, because the only people she's really around speaking English is me and the missus, and we're both from Ireland. You know what I mean? So she's the exact same accent as us, pal, but she'll have a proper Spanish accent too, which is good when she speaks Spanish. Cool, you know what I mean? So best of both worlds.
Well, Jono, you said that you've got a couple of dates lined up either in England or America. You're saying, but no point saying anything just now.
No point saying anything now because it's not confirmed yet, so there's no point in me.
Where would you prefer? Stateside again?
You know what, I'd love to make a name for myself in the States. I really would. Tax over there is a killer. Money's not the same. But also at the same time, I feel if you make it in the States that you've made it almost. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of fighters, you kind of almost have to go to the States to make it.
Are you one of the guys that, like, Madison Square Garden's a dream, Vegas is a dream, you want to sort of complete that sort of?
Yeah, I would love to do all that. I'd love to fight in Madison Square Garden. Definitely would love to fight in Vegas. I've fought in Australia before, I've fought in Dublin, I've fought in Belfast, I've fought in Scotland, I've fought all over the place, Germany. So yeah, a few more times over in America now, and I'd be really happy. But London, if I'm going to be fighting, I'll just give you a little sneak peek on it. If I'm going to be fighting, I might be on that Lomachenko bill on the 30th of August. That is also another thing. I would love to fight on that card too. So it's like, it's a win-win situation. Where I'm fighting in America and I'm fighting on a Lomachenko bill. So, well, if that gets made, so there's no, that's why I'm not saying, oh, I might be fighting on this date or that date, because the main cards for both dates aren't confirmed, and obviously if the main card is not confirmed, the undercard is never going to be lined up properly. So it's just the way boxing works. So there's no point in me talking about it, but yeah, it's a win-win situation. I love America, absolutely love America. When I was over there, I had the fight obviously, and then I went down to New York to watch Mick Collins fight, and it was amazing. I was walking on the road and people were like, "Oh, you're that Irish dude," pulling me for pictures and all. Like in New York, it was crazy. It was really crazy. So, like, I just loved it. Actually loved it over there. So yeah, I'd like to build a bit more of a name in America. You know, I kind of want to go over and have a few spars over there also. My training camp for the Tevin Farmer fight, I brought a guy over, Tucker Khan from America, and certain little things he was doing to me, like twisting me into the corners and stuff. It felt so effortless to him. Little tricks, techniques that no one has ever done to me in Europe. You know what I mean? So I'd love to go over there. I'd love to make a few mistakes and pay for them, and then learn the hard way almost. You know what I mean? So I'd love to go over there and get taught a lesson or two and pick up a few little tips of my own, because now I'm able to do it to people here because it's happened to me. But also before the end of the camp came to an end, I was able to nullify him being able to twist me into the corners and certain things he was doing. I was like, boom, straight with the elbow on top of his shoulder or his head, you know what I mean? I was able to keep him off, and then never happened to me in the fight. So I learned straight away. Like I picked up so much. He taught me an awful lot, you know. And then we were doing a few technical spars with him, and there was certain little things that he was just showing me how to do, and I was like, wow, like it's mad that boxing you never stop learning, and that's what I love about the sport.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'd love to go over to America and do a little bit more over there.
Well, hopefully I'll get to cover your next fight in America then.
That'd be great.
I'll have a word with Coogan.
Yeah, I think you should. I think
Exactly,
you should.
exactly.
I love Coogan as well, but tell him I said hello when you see him.
I will do. I will get that the new MTK t-shirts in if that's alright. Zoom in on your t-shirt. Look at that.
These t-shirts, I'm not messing. The material is unbelievable. The quality is really, really good. I'm delighted I got a whole new kit now, so I'm chuffed.
I want to see if I can blag myself.
Yeah, it was like Christmas this morning. Chuffed.
Doing that tomorrow then. Well, Jono, as always, it's a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you, bro.
As soon as your date's announced, I'll be looking forward to your fight.
Brilliant.
Thanks so much,
for
Jono.
having me,
Thank
mate.
you.
Yeah, so.